Welcome back to another episode of the Campfire Council podcast. With
Point five.
With this one's going to be a little bit different than the normal ones we've been doing. We are going to be talking about some of our hobbies slash collections that we are into. So we'll be getting into that for today's episode.
Take it away, Jones.
I'll start.
Okay.
Allspark?
Sure.
Allspark.
Ooh, Allspark.
So, bro, where did it? Oh, it's right here. Oh, man.
Where's your card,
That was
man?
so nerve-wracking, dude. So, something that I've recently got into because when I was a kid, oh, my goodness. Let's just take it back. In the beginning, I was born, and I loved, I loved the Game Boy Advance. It was Pokemon. Well, this was for Game Boy Color. Pokemon Crystal. That was one of the best video games that I've played. I don't have a huge, it's like that and like Just Dance. So Just Dance.
It'll be okay.
Hey, Wii Tanks.
Oh, Wii Tanks is
go.
fire too. But so ever since like Crystal, I've had this like in me. Just I love Pokemon. Like it's just kind of cool. It's just kind of fun or whatever. Yeah. And I collected cards back then, and just recently I kind of got back into that.
When?
It was exactly 2 months ago, 4 days and 6 hours and 32 minutes and
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
Sounds right.
No, I don't know. It was a few months ago. I think I found just my old like Pokemon card collection, and they all think I'm weird for this, but Pokemon cards have like a certain smell to them. So I just like grab those things and just.
No, that's not weird.
Thank you.
I do
Thank
the same
you.
thing.
Thank you.
What does it smell like?
It's like paper.
You're
but
trying
like,
to separate paper from paper.
No. But it's like
no.
paper with, like, look at this thing. Like, it has print
Shiny?
like, on it. Like, it's paper. It's actually like
ink?
cardboard.
Kinda like.
No,
that-
it's just like a picture that's just like stamped on both sides. It's technically cardboard. I'm pretty sure they're made out of, like, very, very thin cardboard. But yeah, so I just kind of give it like a little whiff, you know, and it just.
Of course you do.
Oh my gosh, I was just throwing back like a decade.
See, I don't think that's weird that you do that.
Are you just trying to say
That's
this so that way
yeah,
when I
feel
watch
better.
you
That's-
licking rocks?
That's exactly what it's
No, I got you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
I can't promise that I'm going to return that.
That's
but
fine. I don't
Would you say
expect
it's
you
a acquired smell?
I would say, speaking from a perspective where you've never smelled Pokemon cards before, I don't think you have the right to say if it's good or not.
I smelled them the other day, didn't I?
No, I'm not saying
He
you.
smelled them the other day.
So yeah, so I got these.
I was smelling a
shinies.
Pokemon card
got
the
these
other
shiny-
day.
The other day.
I got one on the back here, but yeah, this is.
Is that a
Get up
Charizard?
close. Get up
Yeah.
close. Go show the camera. Come on. Get up there.
Get
You
up
don't
there.
have to move.
Old
You don't have to
sport.
move.
He has to.
Do
move.
I have to? I'm conflicted now. I'm
You
not.
do.
No, I'm
Hey,
not.
Brandon,
Gonna
listen to me.
It's too late.
I'm just gonna.
It's
Is
too
there a difference in smell when you open up a new fresh pack to one that's been seasoned?
Actually, no. They
hold their smell?
It depends on how oily your hands are too, because that kind of can take away the smell.
Like when you're touching your pizza with all that
Yeah,
pepperoni grease?
right, exactly. Like when you have a brand new tattoo, you're supposed to wipe pepperoni grease on your tattoo. So in the same way, it's like with Pokemon cards. Like if you're just rubbing like olive oil and grease all over your Pokemon cards, like yeah, they're gonna smell weird. But I mean, there's nothing like when you were okay. I'm not crazy for this. Like
Yeah, dude.
Like
Brandon smells like a pizza.
do you ever open a book, like a brand new book or something, or like a magazine? I don't know. I'm tapping
it has
the
a
table.
smell.
I'm tapping the table. And
I
it has
hear
a
you.
smell.
I hear you, but when you made me smell the Yu-Gi-Oh card versus the Pokemon card, there
There
was
is
no
a difference.
There was no
There is a
difference?
difference.
No difference.
Yes, there is. Pokemon cards. Oh, jeez. Pokemon cards are just a lot like a softer, like it's just like it just warms your soul. Yu-Gi-Oh, they're cool and whatnot, but they're like a sharper. It's just kind of like it's just kind
Where
of makes you
does
like.
where does Magic the Gathering?
I was gonna say I have
fall
some
on that
Magic
list?
the
I
Gathering
have no
cards
idea,
that I've
because
actually been collecting.
I asked Joey to bring his deck today, and he didn't.
Oh, dude, you did.
Yeah.
Well, I was more
Yeah.
focused on bringing my.
Nice. Lord of the Rings deck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of.
I have it on my computer.
shit.
It's so much fun.
So anyway, we're talking a little bit too long about my Pokemon cards, but that is
don't think
my.
so.
I have
that
one
is
more
my
question for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, questions.
How many cards in total do you think you have?
man.
If you had a random guess.
You've seen it. It's probably like over 200. 201.
Is it in that one container, or do you have more
So
containers?
I have a binder of like the special ones that I think
Yes,
are cool, and
you
like this
do.
has like a
You special?
special
He's special.
my special Pokemon cards. Not going on.
Oh, you have it in the sleeve right
Yeah,
now?
yeah, I got it in a
Heck,
sleeve.
Keep it in there. Don't
Yeah.
take it out.
Oh my. Okay, actually, we can pass this around right
Yeah,
now. We
pass
can
it around.
this
I
right
need a
now.
sneeze.
Pizza finger.
Just
I'm
give it-
surprised that I'm not having a schneef right now.
I could
flip
go
it
for a
around.
schneef.
Flip it around. This is Luke's favorite card, by the way. It's an unknown.
Yeah, dude, unknown is cool.
It is. Cool.
He's kind of like Mr. Game & Watch, where he's like,
No, give it a whiff. Give it a whiff.
you know what I mean?
Do you smell
yeah,
it?
it's kind of like that.
Yeah, you smell it.
All right, look, puff, pass. Come on, let's
Yeah.
keep it
Pup,
going.
yeah, pup. Come on.
So now imagine just cracking open a cold one.
I'll walk
and
over.
just-
Okay, that brings me back.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my
Because like football cards I used to collect a little bit. These smell exactly like those.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, I never had
I'm gonna
football
try
cards
again.
because that
It's
was not cool.
It's like the new card smell, kind of like a new car smell, but new card.
I don't
smell.
want to admit it.
You can just pass it around.
It smells
Oh, it's
good.
fine, okay.
It does smell good.
Also, drop
That's
a
probably really close.
comment on anything
Oh,
you
it's a
guys
V
like
star.
to collect or interest. We'd be interested to know what you guys
Or
are into
sniff.
Or not.
or what you like to sniff. Yeah.
Dude,
That
It
is a
just-
distinct.
yeah.
That is a distinct.
That's some good paper.
smell. I gotta get
Yeah, get close to the
the
mic.
new addiction, snuffing.
I know.
Snuffing.
Sniffing. I said.
They're gonna have to ID you before you buy like a pack of Pokemon
Huffing.
cards.
Yeah, huffing and
Huffing.
sniffing. Pokemon cards.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
So while we're passing around the Pokemon card, what do you what you got going on over there, Joyce?
Well, what you see here in front of you is some agates. Now, and I'm going to read this to you guys.
Please.
you're gonna
inform
listen.
us.
Shut up and like it. All right? The life of an agate. So I'm going to explain to you guys
Yes,
the full
please.
process right here.
Oh my gosh, here he goes.
Forms in lava rock in soils that have been set for millions of years, allegedly. When lava pushes up gas bubbles from form vessels, right? These vessels have openings in the lava rock or soil. Then the vessels fill up with mineral water. As the water evaporates through heating, layers form, right?
Can I ask
You
a
following?
question?
No. No.
Who's the one
Joey,
alleging?
pause.
Who's the one alleging? You said allegedly. Who's
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So who's the allegeder?
Who's the alleged?
Is that a word?
Don't worry about
The
it.
scientific community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Letter Kenny. Usually, the first layer is chalcedony. Very important term.
What's it called? Said?
I'll get to it.
Please. Oh, wow.
The pattern is repeated until the entire vessel is filled in or until all of the silica-rich solution is used up. Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. When the inside of the vessel becomes supersaturated, it develops a gelatin-like consistency. And then it forms bands, right? So every band has a different shape and color and is influenced by changes in the pressure, temperature, and mineral content that occur during the formation process. And then the final process of the agate. Oh my gosh, it's hard to see. Okay. If not mineral solution or pressure and temperature change, the cavity will be filled with the microcrystalline quartz or form of silica. Long story short, agates.
Thank you, Joey.
That
That
was
probably didn't
massive.
make like too much sense because it's
No, it made so much sense.
it's like a big process. So basically, lava, right? And then as the lava hardens, there's holes and cavities inside of that, and then that gets filled up with water, and then silica, which is a mineral. That's pretty much all I know about silica. But that's between the mix of water and silica creates the banding like patterns on these rocks.
I think the most importantly here, I think all of your fans out there, Joey, is really
Yeah.
want to see you demonstrate licking an agate.
Yes, we're gonna get
And
it.
get
Well,
into
okay,
that.
let me ask you this. Why would I be licking it?
You want to see those bands on
Right.
It has
those
to be
agates.
wet.
So, exactly.
See that drip?
When you find an agate, right, and you see the banding
Here we go.
on the mineral, it appears a little dull, but when
I
But when
can't
you-
see it though right now.
when you
Why
give
is
it a
that?
good-
Wait.
but yes, I will demonstrate. When you give it a good lick,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's nothing crazy, right?
No,
You
yeah.
know, you just give it. It's like a little. It's like the first lick.
Wait,
of
one more
an ice-
time. One more
The
time.
Where
first
has
lick
that
of an
rock
ice cream
been?
cone, right? It's just super normal.
Yeah, super normal. Uh-huh.
But then, okay, so when something's shinier, it kind of like it brightens it up. Dude's gone.
Brandon's done. Brandon's done.
It brightens
Just
it
the
up.
shortest
So
little lick.
I'm gonna go around and pass these around. Wes has probably seen these.
I'm
a
not
million
licking your
times.
rocks, bro.
You're not.
I'm
You
not.
don't have to lick
okay.
them.
He
was
licked
like
it
a-
already.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like a
you can
cat
see the
drinking
bands.
milk.
You
It
can see
was
the
like-
bands on
This
it.
one's so easy to see.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a-
So I'm gonna go through a different couple
Yeah, Yoshi or whatever.
couple types here.
Careful with
The one I'm passing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one I'm passing around. These are from Lake Superior, so it's from like the Duluth area.
From a lake.
From a lake.
Good.
Right.
Good.
The
Body of
Lake
water.
Superior. So that's pretty much the only area where you can find these. Otherwise, in like landscaping, what do you call them, rock beds and stuff. So that's where I found a good deal of mine.
That's cool.
Otherwise, I've taken several trips over the last summer to Minnesota, which is great to do alone because it's good alone time. And then you look for rocks.
One day I'll tell you about my dream that I've had for the past week.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
No,
just,
it's your job to show the camera.
I
by
feel
the
like
way.
that's just like an intro into a Dateline episode.
Is it?
Yeah, Joe was his favorite pastime was
Okay.
driving to Minnesota alone to lick rocks.
Usually
Like,
at
I
night.
just feel like that's a very suspicious thing for people. That
That's
is
sick
pretty
right
cool.
there.
What is this one that you're passing around? This is jasmine.
No, these are all agates. They're just different types. So
Oh.
the ones that I've been passing around now are from Lake Superior. Those are from Minnesota, and these other ones over here are from Oregon.
This
Oregon
one looks like
Oregon.
it has like a
Oregon.
Oregon.
I think so.
Is there a wrong way to say Oregon?
Oregon.
Oregon Trail.
The Oregon shirt. What's going on, guys?
It's critical.
So these are from Oregon. They are agates. They're just a little bit different.
Oregano.
These are a lot easier to see because they have like a glowing. These are more transparent, where the Lake Superior agates have a more like potato skin kind of look to it. Like they look a little more waxy. But if you run like your phone flashlight through these agates, you'll see how translucent this one is for sure.
Dude,
So-
is there like a lingo kind of like vocabulary? Like
There
you just said
is.
potato skin.
that was straight out. That's like 101 right there.
Really? Okay. Okay.
So, a
would
lot
say-
of these have quartz in them. So that's like the main makeup of an agate on the inside is usually quartz. So you're more often than not you're gonna find quartz.
So cool.
Is this like the banding that's on here? Is that kind of like the same thing with water levels and like rivers?
Yeah.
And stuff?
Okay. So that's a good question, Noah. So there is a thing called water level banding. Those are like
Yeah.
super fine. Like
yeah, and it's
super
like
fine
different
lines.
colors and
Correct.
stuff, yeah.
And so as water runs through the agate as it's being formed, each layer is basically, dude, that's huge. Show that
That's
to the
sick.
camera.
That's
huge.
awesome.
That is sweet.
That's
Each
awesome.
layer is like a different layer of water, and so like as the agate is forming, the water is also forming with it.
Mm. This one looks like it's like a dinosaur egg.
I don't
Like
think you
the
licked
texture
this
on
one
the
enough.
outside. It's kind of cool.
I don't
That
think you
one?
licked this one enough. There's a lot of dirt on this.
That one I
sweet. I
got
wish we
from a
could get a
guy on
camera onto
Instagram. He was selling
that.
them,
That's-
and I was like, oh,
Oh, okay.
I've
this
never
one's
had
really,
any
like,
from
smooth.
Oregon.
Very cool.
Have you
very
ever
cool.
shot a laser pointer at it?
That'd be interesting.
Because
Okay.
my grandpa had like a diamond ring, and I shot like a laser pointer at it. It looked really cool. Because the laser, it's almost like you can. I don't know if the light is actually moving, but it looks like it's moving, so
Yeah.
it really makes the
I'll have to
diamond,
try
like,
that.
sparkle. So yeah,
I'll have to
definitely
try
try
that.
that.
Good catch, Brandon.
No, you could show the camera.
Which one?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
Do your best.
I'll get up.
Do your best.
Minyo-sama.
Show and tell. Show
Oh, this
and
one's cool.
tell.
Oh, this is like a geode, right?
Should I wait for you?
Don't call me.
geode?
It is like a
So that is a geode agate.
These are
Correct.
pretty dope.
Geode.
Dude.
Yeah,
Wow.
because so the quartz is like all around it, but if it has a cavity in it,
Yeah.
meaning like a hole, that means that it's a geode agate.
Wow, that's sick. Wow, this is like it's like a piece of glass.
Yeah, those agates from Oregon are super translucent.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to hear Noah
Do you
speaking.
know what? The
Yeah.
Good point.
Thank you.
Don't tell him.
Do you know
Don't
what
tell him.
chemicals they're made out of?
What?
Do you know what chemicals they're made
You-
out of?
Chemicals?
Like what elements?
Silica, lava. So whatever lava it really is, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But between the mixture of those, like that combination,
Yeah.
very good job, now.
Optimus Prime versus Unicron. This was from the
Oh, that was
Rise of the
from,
Beasts, bro.
That movie
Holy.
was terrible.
But yeah, that's all you need to know about agates. So if it interests you, get after it. Go to Lake Superior. Check out your area online, see if you have agates around you. And if you don't, well, sucks for you.
It just seems like an adventure every time you go out.
It is.
in the
Honestly,
search.
like that is the most peaceful time in my life is when I'm on the beach or like in a riverbed looking for agates. Like, dude, you should see. I'm like just like this little kid. I'm like smiling the whole time. Like my face hurts afterwards because I'm just so at peace of just. It's so funny how these little things can just make you so happy. Like with Pokemon cards, like getting a new deck of Pokemon cards. You're so excited to open it.
Yeah.
For real.
No, dude. I guess now is an appropriate time. So my dream for the past like week or so has been to get a car roof tent and just like drive. Dude, just like go.
Hey, I know a
anywhere.
great spot.
Do you?
Yeah, Duluth.
Duluth.
No reason why.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, I was low key
This
thinking.
is just adding to the Dateline story.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I was low key thinking about like you and rocks or whatever, and I was like, dude, it actually does seem kind of fun. Just be like out,
It really is.
looking for agates or whatever, and just giving a little lickies, you know?
It's just so peaceful too. Like
Yeah, it seems.
when
fun.
I woke up super early one day, and it was probably like 5:30, just 'cause like that's when the sun rose, and like it was so nice to just like be alone and to do something completely alone and just like people enjoy hunting. It's pretty much the same thing for hunting. You know, you're looking for something, and when you find it, it's so rewarding when you finally do. 'Cause these are hard to find,
Dude.
Like
One of
It's
these
not easy.
days,
I mean, you're shooting something, so that's a little different.
a little different. The hunt though.
one
Yeah,
of these
yeah.
days,
Yes.
you and I should fly up to BC, British Columbia.
Yeah, dude. British Columbia has
Get some
freaking
jade.
Sweet jade. Yeah.
I want to get some jade.
Jade,
All right.
Yeah.
You
Do
know
we
you
shake
could
on it?
you know you could
Oh, yeah.
fly up in.
Let's shake on it.
100%.
You know you could fly up on.
In front of the camera.
This
I'm
is on
listening.
camera too, so y'all are seeing it. Look at that. Look at that. They shook, and we're gonna have a detailed video coming up when they do go on their trip.
Do you know
I
what you
love that
can
plan.
fly
Do we
up
vlog
in?
it?
Is this spectacular
Ooh.
What you doing later?
TIE
Let's
fighter?
talk.
All right.
That's how you're getting there. the
Bringing
TIE
into
fighter.
my collection of Star Wars Legos, obviously. This
Yeah.
fine specimen is a TIE fighter. For those of you who don't know, I've been collecting Lego sets for I don't know how long, since a kid. But a lot of my Lego sets when I was younger, I would play with and break them. That's just kind of how it goes when it comes to Legos. And unfortunately, there's a lot of cool older sets that I no longer have because I was not careful with them. But I would say early high school is when I actually started collecting them again and actually collecting them, building them, and keeping them and not destroying them.
There you go.
And it's kind of crazy how something you seem to think that would be very cheap is very expensive. Like Lego sets are crazy expensive right now, especially the ones that I want.
Wait.
Are
So I have a question for you.
yes.
Do you still have the broken Legos, like the sets that you were taken apart?
They are long gone.
Oh,
I
okay,
think.
okay.
They're because they would be in like bins and huge bins, and I'm pretty sure we moving and everything. I think they
okay.
just are lost. But
Okay.
Because I was gonna say you can find the instructions online for like
Yeah.
all your old sets, and you can just go in and like find the pieces and rebuild them.
that would be cool. That would just be
So
the bins
hard.
that we had of just Legos
Yeah,
and Legos.
yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
so much work. But for me, when I get the chance to go and buy a new Lego set, like
Yeah.
holy, it's I get focused and I just want to build it. Like when I start it, I don't want to stop. I know some sets are bigger, like Boba's ship, the slave.
Yes.
Like that set was over 2,000 pieces, and that's for sure my favorite set. It's the biggest one I have. That one for sure took me several days for a couple hours of periods of sitting down and like actually building it, and I absolutely love it. It's like the process of actually building it and getting to the end point of having it, and you get to display it and you look at it and you say
Nice.
Dummy.
and you get to look at it and like I don't know, I love especially building them over the years and collecting them. For me, I enjoy it a ton, and it's a lot of fun. And you guys should go out and buy yourself a nice Star Wars Lego set and
Agreed.
Treat yourself.
Comment.
Tis the season.
Comment. Let me know if you have a favorite Lego set in general or a favorite Star Wars set. I'd love to know which one's your favorite.
I see that.
Personally, I really want the $650 Lego Venator.
The
ship,
the
new one that just dropped.
Yeah.
Brando.
Yeah, I'm handing you it.
Okay.
That's massive.
Yeah.
Have you seen how long that thing is? It's like over a yard long. isn't
That
it?
and the
This was bothering
the
me the whole
gunship.
podcast. I was trying to figure out if these are the same length, like these sides here. No,
Oh, really?
okay, they are longer. I was trying to figure out
I want
Many
exact
things Meatloaf
measurements.
pays attention to.
because, like, if they were all the same length, you could have them at these angles. I'm pretty sure you could just like squish it. So I was trying to figure out but they do look longer.
Wait,
So
what?
I'll explain it later.
Okay.
Also, one thing too that I've noticed over the years of collecting Lego sets and building them,
Yeah.
how they've really improved on design and the pieces that they have for Legos. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but years ago, growing up, when we all had Lego sets, like they were fun and they were cool, but like the mechanics and the engineering process that people actually use to design the Lego sets are super cool. Like that one, like it shoots like the blasters out of it, which is just like a fun little thing you to add to it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the sets, the pieces that can move and all that stuff you can do it makes the experience a little bit better, you know?
Yeah, building the sets themselves are really fun too, because I was just building like this car set a while ago, and like
No, you weren't.
no, I wasn't. The way that they put it all together to make it more like rounded, because Legos are very square, to make it more rounded, it was like on a hinge. I was like putting all these pieces together, and then it all just like folded over like into the car or whatever, and like that's how the shape of the car was. So it's not just like you build and you just kind of stack. Now it's like you'll make something else and you'll kind of like flip it over onto it. And so it's very cool how they've done that.
Although I will say one thing. I hope Lego is listening. I do not like the stickers. at all.
Stickers are a pain to put on.
Just put them
That
on there
is
for
my-
us, or like
You
have
have
a
stickers on these?
decal on there or something.
I always get them
Yeah.
crooked, dude.
It's
The
like
TIE Fighter,
I don't think it had stickers, right?
on the sides.
maybe on the sides
On
there,
the
on
top.
that circle piece on the
Is that
side.
a sticker?
It bothers me so much because I get shaky and I get nervous that once you put that sticker on there, you're not getting off unless you peel it off and you ruin the sticker.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, you
Dude,
try
so
to peel up one corner.
a
it
good
starts to, like,
tip-
rip.
A good tip to use, you know those orange pieces that they have that you can like pop pieces out of?
Mm.
Put it at the very, very end of the flat side, or just use a razor blade. And it just kind of helps
okay.
because then you can put down just like the slightest bit, and if you kind of mess up, you can lift it. That's what I have found is like the best way to do it. If you use a razor blade, don't cut the sticker.
Yeah.
Or
No,
would not
what
be
about
good.
you? What do you?
Oh man.
do you
Well, in front of me, I have a very old collection that I've had for a long, long time, ever since I was a wee lad. And these are all just mini Star Wars figurines. I have a ton more in, I forget where, the box is behind the camera. But yeah, like, I mean, if you guys want to pass these around, like, they're all different kinds. They're all different plastics. Some of them are like a molded plastic, and they can like move their arms and stuff. And so I just have a ton of Star Wars figurines, Star Wars memorabilia just in general. I used to have some of the original trilogy like posters, and I had them framed in my room. I don't think they were authentic, like they were the authentic movie poster from the cinema. So, not worth anything really, but
Still
it was
nice
still,
to have.
yeah, it was still cool to have. And, so this is one of my main things, just, talking about Star Wars, collecting Star Wars stuff.
Mm-hmm.
These guys come apart.
That one's
too.
super cool.
Yeah, well, you can put any guy on here. So long
Have you
as-
looked up like what they're called?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
That's a great question. So I don't remember what they are.
Okay.
I bet you could probably just look up molded plastic Star Wars figurines, like mini ones from Hasbro.
Pull it up, Trilo.
From Hasbro, I think. They came out in like the early 2000s, like 2001, and so these definitely are some of the coolest things. Now they're not obviously in mint condition. but definitely something that like I've prized over the years of just like this is something that I can give to my kids at some point, and they can play with these and get interested into Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they're not my children anymore. And so,
You're gonna disown them.
Wow.
What do you think's gonna happen to Star Wars in like 10 years?
It'll probably be remade and not in a good way.
yeah, I agree. It might
I
become very
disagree.
woke.
I think if it was remade, it probably wouldn't be made in a good way. I think Star Wars has a lot of well, this is a whole other conversation that we can get into another time, but I think Star Wars has many directions it can go in. I think going backwards too, more towards like the Old Republic specifically.
Yeah.
I think with a new slate, especially with I'm blanking on who just became the head.
Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni. Thank you. I don't know why I blanked on that. Dave Filoni just became the
You
head
just messed up Dave.
director or I forget the title that he is of Star Wars though, which is very good news
Oh, jeez,
for any Star Wars fans out there. He directed Clone Wars. He directed
Yes.
Ahsoka, and he did and Rebels. He did a very, very good job, and I
He's
think that's what we need.
The
But
biggest Star Wars fan.
yeah, that's a whole nother conversation, a whole nother topic that we can get into sometime. But that's just my 2 cents.
I found the figures. I think they were called.
Oh my gosh, he's been looking that
Yeah,
up.
I've been trying.
Pull it
They're-
up, Trillo.
They're like Hasbro LFL mini action figures. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
on their
probably.
feet. It said LFL.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
Yeah. This one's copyrighted 2007.
All right.
Let's see.
No, we're gonna
This
do
was
something huge for you.
2004.
It was 2004.
One person that's subscribed to here is gonna send you a box full of those. I'm manifesting it right now. So you just
Dude, I would
Manifesting.
love that. That would be so awesome. That would make me feel so.
That'd be
Just
really
appreciate
cool.
Someone out
Also,
there
I
has
want to
one.
I want to hear in the comments if we do get any comments.
Yeah. Other than my one
So
comment
this
on
is
the last
us really
Did
setting
you guys
up
see
Did
that?
you comment?
who's
Yeah, you
who's
guys video.
whose collections
These guys
are
rip.
your favorite
Who?
out of the
Yeah,
ones that you've
yeah,
seen
it's
so
on,
far
it's
and why? I'm curious to know.
I guess I could collect video games.
Yeah.
Like games.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Do you remember the first video game you ever purchased?
CTR.
I don't think I purchased that one.
Yeah.
Maybe Rising Sun. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. I think I purchased
Medal
that
of
one.
Honor Rising Sun.
I think I purchased that
Medal
one.
of Honor, one of the greatest
Mhm.
war games
Yeah.
ever.
Rising Sun specifically
Yo,
was super
On the
super
PS2.
good. On the
Wii
PS2.
Sports Resort was crazy, you guys.
The Wii-
That sword game was really fun,
sword
though.
game.
The sword game was fun.
Oh, dude.
Wait, were you the sound guy for that?
I was actually. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah,
I
yeah.
recognized you.
No,
Yeah.
I do that. I do the TIE Fighter sound. You know.
One more time?
Yeah. Yeah.
What sound is that?
If I'm gonna.
That's true. That's true.
You don't have
Oh,
it. You don't have
jeez.
water.
Wait, oh, I gotta hold it over here. Yeah, I gotta block it so
yeah,
it's
you
not so
do.
loud.
Yeah. Loud.
That was still pretty loud.
Pretty
I think
loud.
you have to try again.
You think so?
Yeah, it just sounded like Brandon to me.
It sounds like a dying whale.
Disney, I hope you're listening to this.
Yeah,
Hire
I
this
know,
guy.
dude.
Hire
you
him.
Get this. You get these audios for free.
All right, don't hire Noah though. He
Tell
hates
me-
Disney.
You know what's happening when you start paying.
hey, I didn't say that.
What would- okay,
I
Wes,
just
really
said
quick.
trajectory.
Mhm.
What overall? Let's break this down to. Along with your collect, well, let's keep it just video games. I was gonna ask you like console, but that's a different topic. Let's just keep it to video
Okay,
game.
okay.
What? Okay, let's keep it top 3 favorite video games that you can remember purchasing for like an overall collection that you have or that you have had.
I'd say specifically Black Ops 4.
Wow.
Specifically
Okay,
for Blackout.
that's surprising.
Oh.
I purchased that one. That was the best game
That's
in my
BR.
opinion. Best BR for sure. BS.
Do you wanna explain what that is to anyone that might not know?
A battle royale mode in Black Ops? Just look it up. You can
Right,
figure
just
it
look
out.
it
Just look it up. Just play the
Just
game.
Look it up.
Look it up. So that's Black Ops, and then I'd say Black Ops 1 specifically. I'd say that was like what really got me into like the Call of Duty series, the first person shooters and stuff, like hardcore into that, and then Black Ops 2.
So Black Ops specifically.
Black Ops specifically is just the best feel of any kind of video game for me.
Dude, love that. Love that comment.
Wes and I played an absurd amount of Black Ops 2.
And it's
Like every day after school, we were playing at least for like 4 hours. Like
it wasn't even my game at the time.
That's true. It was Tim's.
It was
right?
Tim's game, and I got Master
your brother.
Siege on his account.
Zombies for Black Ops 2 specifically, we would be playing
nonstop.
I thought it was original that we played more.
Black Ops.
Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1.
Yeah,
then,
for
with
Kennedy.
Toten. Yeah. We went hard for that.
Yeah.
Like
Very.
We had to pause the
into
game
the wee
play
hours
the next
of the
day
night.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It was super fun. So many hours.
I do have a collection. I like collecting old electronics and like game devices and stuff, like handhelds. So I have like PSP, Game Boy Advance.
You're
Game
the
Boy
cool
Nice.
PSP.
I have a Nintendo DS Lite. I have a few DS Lights. Like just
Dude,
old games
I have
and
one
stuff.
Dang,
too.
you should have
I
brought
think
those.
it's
That'd been
cool.
cool to see.
Yeah, I should have brought them, but I think it's cool to compare old technology to new technology, and I like seeing that progression. And it's crazy how much progression has happened like in our lifetime. Like there could be kids that listen to this one day, and they're going to be like, these guys are so old. But we all lived in a time period before smartphones, and we saw like the iPhone come out.
Right.
That was the craziest thing, like the Retina display when the iPhone came out, and then everything became touchscreen all of a sudden. That was cool.
We had a cool period too where we were growing up when the traditional flip phone were still popular, and then phasing in the iPhone, the smartphone, the Androids. Which was cool to see, because I remember my parents had the traditional flip phone, and that's what like I would use, or that's what I was used to, and then like being introduced to something like that was just, or even an iPod. An iPod Touch was the coolest
iPod
thing
Touch
ever.
was sick.
I thought it was super cool
Doodle
when
jump?
I got one.
Dude,
Doodle jump? Oh, yeah.
Do you remember you could play games on an iPod
You got games?
Nano?
Yes.
Or like the
I remember those games.
Oh, they were terrible
You would play
games.
Sonic
Yeah.
and
Yep.
stuff. Yeah, I would play that
It was
all
such
the
a small
time.
screen.
Yeah.
But
it was sick
it
back in the
worked,
day.
Worked,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just cool, because for us, like I know Facebook was really big back then. Like you could actually download like the Messenger app or whatever it was, where you actually could text people.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't have a cell phone right away. I had like an iPod Touch. And when I had Wi-Fi, I could like message people, and it was the coolest thing ever. Like, like texting someone you want to hang out, and you have to like go on your computer, go on Facebook, or call them. You could just instantly message them when you had Wi-Fi. That was just like the coolest thing ever. So
It was.
Yeah.
Like calling a home phone, that's not really a thing anymore. Home phones aren't
Oh, dude,
a
I
thing.
still
Leaving a
remember my
message on
home
home phones.
I still remember the number.
I still remember these two and my home phone.
we got two.
If people are to call this, it's not gonna like.
It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just.
Yeah.
Gonna,
They're just old.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
you got to cut out mine now.
Somebody might have those numbers.
Yeah,
They're
my
gonna
sister has one
get
of them.
blown
Oh,
up.
really?
Okay.
Oh, wait, which one, Joey?
We'll cut it out. We'll cut it out.
Yeah,
Oh.
just cut
My-
that out.
What
Our-
number?
Our home phone numbers are pick
Probably
and
the-
save number. So
Yeah.
that's how I
Gotta cut
always
that.
remember. I gotta get those rewards, man.
I know. So yeah.
I was watching the movie Heat, by the way. Have you guys ever seen that?
Is that
one?
with
Al Pacino,
Pacino, Robert De
and
Niro?
Okay.
Joe
I'm-
Pesci.
That's not what I
Joe
was thinking
Pesci's
of.
not
Oh,
in it.
Not in it?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's good. That's sorry. That's
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Yeah,
yeah.
my bad.
Dude, Heat is such a good movie. But I was telling my dad, like, there's so many times in the movie where they're calling over a payphone because they're bank robbers and they're trying to evade the police. I remember when there were payphones, but that's just not a thing anymore. Like,
It's
there's
kinda
no
rare that
need.
you
There's
see
no need
that.
for payphones anymore.
Do
I
you
remember
guys-
from Spider-Man when he's like Mary Jane, and then it's like to keep going, yeah, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man.
And it doesn't. Spider-Man doesn't feel that long ago.
Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah,
Do you ever have someone, particularly like someone older than you, like ask that question, like, do you even know what a payphone is?
Pastor,
It's like
I
I've gotten that
hate
so many
that.
times.
Our
Right.
pastor will say that a lot. He's like, a record player, look it up later.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what this is. I know
Or
what that is.
VHS.
Yeah,
I get
VHS.
that
Right.
works.
VHS was.
You
I know what
VHS
it
was,
is.
VHS is?
yeah.
I love
Oh, yeah.
VHS. That was you press the
Dude.
stop, and then the rewind it goes.
Yep.
The rewinding was
And then
a
when you
little
stop,
annoying.
it goes.
Yeah.
It sounds
Yeah.
like it's breaking. You're like, oh yeah, I just ruined
That
this.
was
Have
so
you ever,
much
like-
more
I
intense
I think you
than
weren't
what it
supposed
actually
to
is.
stop
No,
it.
it's
You were supposed to like
Mine
slow it
wasn't
down
that.
and then
yeah.
stop
You're
it.
supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to. I think you stop or I don't really remember.
stop?
Yeah.
Maybe you stop
like
pressing
that.
the rewind or whatever. But
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
no, I think it was also the player that we had. That dude, it was so old. I think it was spinning it a little bit too fast. Because it actually sounded like that. Like that might sound like an exaggeration to what you guys have seen before, but that's actually how ours sounded. Was it just, and then it just would slam.
Did you ever like accidentally have the tape just fly out like
Yes.
like
No,
all that
actually.
black tape?
All the
Yeah,
time.
you could like put your
Just-
finger in the white thing
yeah,
and then
and
like pull it
then-
out.
Yeah,
You
you
just
twist it, it
destroyed
would
it.
hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
No,
hurt
I
really bad.
never.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah, it never fell out for me. But yeah,
Cool.
Wes, what do you collect?
Yeah.
Video games.
Video
He said
games.
video
Oh, he
games.
did say
Brandon,
it.
do you
Dude,
remember
Brandon, are you even
underneath your
listening?
TV, you guys had all those VHSs, and half of them were like Jackie Chan and Jet
Yes.
Li movies. That
Yes,
was sick.
they
I
were,
loved looking through them back in the day.
Oh my gosh, what was? Yeah, dude. I very vividly remember how many of those there were.
Yeah.
You already
And there
know
was
what I'm
like
gonna say.
what?
I know what you're gonna say. Don't say it. Don't say it. You're gonna get canceled, Joe.
Brandon's dad is Asian.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what?
He's Filipino.
He is?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you stupid?
Dude, he was like so proud of me when
Stupid.
I came upstairs the other night at your guys' parents' place.
Wait, so you've seen him before and you didn't know he was
Oh,
Filipino?
dude, I was kidding.
Oh, okay. I was like, bro, are
But
you
I
joking?
said
with
something like
Josh, you
Ishpun, and he's like,
Oh,
oh,
that's
like
right.
a true Filipino.
remember
yeah,
him
both of
saying
your
that.
parents were hyped. That
Yeah.
was so funny.
me? Yeah.
That's funny. Well, it's Milo's dad that's Italian, right?
Yeah.
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 So that's
Yes,
probably
sir.
You know.
Italiano.
disconnect.
No, Joey was just joking.
Oh,
I got you. I thought you were dead serious. I was like,
What are you gonna do?
what are you
well,
gonna
first there was the anime thing, and then it's like,
Get
Was
on
that
it.
Strike
smelling
2?
Pokemon cards, and now it's this. So.
Well,
That's
That's a great way
huge.
to end that. All right, do
People
the
are gonna
comment stuff.
hate that.
To the comments.
to all you viewers out there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
do? Absolutely.
Or don't.
and or don't, but
You don't have to, but
I mean,
But you
yeah,
that'd be
should.
cool.
it is up to you.
No, it's
Ours-
not.
Oh, okay. It's up to me. Or is it up
but
to
this
you?
is
It's up to me.
Okay.
the Campfire Council podcast, and we will see you next time.
Yes.
Peace.